Hanerot Hallelujah. So listen to us play it, and then I'm going to ask you to sing with me, because it's really beautiful when you get to know it.
Oh
wasn't supposed to be the official start. The official start is this. All right? Everybody turn to, you're going to look at page 2. This will be Put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukah. So much Hanukah to celebrate Hanukah. Hanukah is the festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we have 8. Well, we had 8. This would be 8 crazy nights. When you feel like the only kid in town without a Christmas tree. Here's a list of people who are Jewish, just like you and me. Winona Ryder drinks Manischewitz wine, then spins a dreidel with Ralph Lauren and Calvin Klein. Everybody sing. So put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukah. So much Hanukah to celebrate Hanukah. O.J. Simpson, still not a Jew. But guess who is the guy who does the voice for Scooby-Doo? We got Jerry Lewis, Ben Stiller, and Jack Black. Bob Dylan was born a Jew, then he wasn't, but now he's back. So put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukah. So much Hanukah to celebrate Hanukah. Last verse. So many Jews are in showbiz. Bruce Springsteen isn't Jewish, but my mother thinks he is. So put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukah. So much Hanukah to celebrate Hanukah. One more time. So put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukah. So much Hanukah. Have a happy, 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 happy Hanukah. Yes. That is the most important new Jewish song to hit the scene in year. All the synagogues in America, all the Hebrew schools, they sing that. And go figure. You know. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take a moment. I want to introduce my band to you. I have a great band. I think you know that already. Justin is on bass. Justin Rocker. Gerald Thomas is on sax. And someone I never want to follow onto a stage, Ethan Furman. Because it's so good, you never follow a really talented kid onto a stage. You learn that. All right. So tonight we're going to light all 8 candles on the Hanukah. And before we do that, though, we're going to just talk a little bit about how it's appropriate when we come together in the Jewish. How many are Jewish here? Just so I know. Okay. I think that was pretty much everyone except for Gerald, right? Gerald, we're making it just tonight. You're okay. We're going to do just a very brief Marav, and let me show you how brief. It's going to be easy because we have a responsibility when we come together as a Jewish community to say some simple prayers. And I put the Marav right here. It's easy for us all to join in on. And it's look at the bottom of page 2, and it says Marav prayer. So here's the call to worship. Please join with me. And it goes like this. Baruch hu et Adonai Hamuborach, and Baruch Adonai Hamuborach le'olam va'ed. And the translation, praise God God to whom praise is due. Praise be God to whom our praise is due, now and forever. And let's join together now for the Shema. Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. And in English, hear, O Israel, hear, O humankind, the Lord is God, God is one. Now I'll do prayer for those who might be sick. So anyone who would like to acknowledge anyone who is sick, I'll look around the room. If you'd like to mention their name, we'll include them in this prayer. Anyone want to mention anybody who's sick? Okay. Come back there.
Cantor Judy.
Okay.
And David.
Okay.
Martin Tolman.
Okay.
Brad Berman.
Okay. Shelley Kleinman in my community, and also Bandy Fest. So we're going to just read together, Rifa'inu Adonai B'nei Rafeh. Heal us, God, and let us be healed. Hoshienu V'niva Shea. Save us and let us be saved. Ki Tehilatenu Ata. For the one we praise is you. Ve'hale Refuah Shomena. And bring healing that is complete. We say amen. And now we're going to do the words Kaddish. I'll say all the words, and you can just acknowledge anyone or think of anyone that you'd like to, or if you've lost someone recently, please do think of them. Yikadal Yikadash Shemei Rabbah. Bi'alman Bibrak Lute Bi'amlich Maplute. V'chaye Fon V'yomei Fon. V'chaye D'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala V'izman Kari V'imru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevorach. Li'olam L'omei Omaya. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitpa'ar, Yitromam, Yitnaseh, Yithadar, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shemei V'kudisha, Rifu, Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbachata V'nechamata, Damiran V'yoma V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom V'imroma, Hu Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu Bial Kol Yisrael, Bial Kol Yoshvei Tevel, V'imru. Amen. All right, thank you. You all did very well. Thanks for participating in that marvelous service. Now, Hanukah literally means rededication. And tonight we will mark the Maccabees' long ago triumph over a larger Greek Syrian army. In approximately 165 before the Common Era, their king, Antiochus, say that fast 3 times, Antiochus. They had very difficult names like that. Antiochus had taken control of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, and then he desecrated it. And he filled it with idols, and did all kinds of stuff that really wasn't okay. And in response, the Maccabees, who were a very small group of Jews led by a gentleman named Judas Maccabeus, a.k.a. Judah the Hammer. That's another way that we know him. But him, his brothers, and his father, Mattathias, they were able to take back the Holy Temple. And but there was a problem in rededicating the temple. They only had enough oil for 1 day. That's all they had. So what happened then? The miracle that the rabbis came up with was that the oil lasted for 8 days, which was enough time to make the holy oil, to make new kosher oil. We like quality. The Jews like quality. It takes them time to make things, make it right. So it took 8 days. So tonight we celebrate a miracle of light, and we're going to do a song called Mi Yimalel right now. Mi Yimalel. And we're going to play it through, and then we hope you'll sing with us. One, two, three, and... You know, that song, it's hard to sing. And so it's often in Hebrew school when I was teaching and the kids, then I'd say, oh, no, I don't think so. Because it was a little too hard. But it's a terrific song. So, you know, there's an argument between our sages. We had a lot of sages, but we had two prominent schools in the Common Era. And one school was the Beit Shammai, the house of Shammai. The other was Beit Hillel. Now, Shammai was kind of austere, and he was his rulings, the rulings that came from Beit Shammai were a little, you know, you might want to say orthodox. And Beit Hillel was more, you want to not reform, but you want to say, well, conservative at least. And one of the things that the adage that came from Rabbi Hillel was, "Do not do unto others that which is harmful to yourself." That's the kind of guy he was. He had a lot of good information. But anyway, there was a dispute about how to light the candles. Now, Rabbi Shammai said, when it comes to Hanukkah candles, we want to basically what we're going to do is we're going to fill up the Hanukkah. All right, with lights, and every night after that, we're going to take a light away. This is what Rabbi Shammai said, and he based this on the idea of Sukkot. Hanukkah seems to have been derivative of Sukkot, of the festival that we have when we live in booths for the week. That seems to be the source for Hanukkah. But Hillel said, no. The intensity of the holiday grows over the 8 days, so we're going to start with one, and every day we're going to add a candle. So I guess you know who won, right? Hillel. We usually poskin, and the word is poskin. We usually interpret according to Hillel. So there you go. So that's why we do it the way that we do it. And there's one thing that I never knew, that I still don't know the reason for, is you're supposed to you put them in from left to right and light them from right to left.
No.
You put them in from right to left, you light them from left to right. See? And here's the thing. I challenge anyone to tell me why we do that. I have searched high and low for this. Let me tell you. There is no rational explanation except, according to, it might have to do with the right side is stronger. It was, lefties were, remember, we were in the closet for a lot of years. They didn't want us to be lefties. And so maybe that was it. We know that, who knows, opposite the heart, there's got to be a reason for it. But I don't have a definitive answer for it. Anyway, we're going to join together right now. We're going to sing Ma'oz Tzur. So you can find it on your sheets, right? It's on page 1. And we're going to play it through once, and I'm going to feature Gerald. So, Hanukkah is a time. It was a time. Hanukkah was a time to spend with family and friends. Did you get anything for Hanukkah?
Yes.
What'd you get?
I got a chocolate baking kit, a cookie baking kit.
Wow. Excellent.
Yummy.
And a new coat. All right. What'd you get, Edie?
Nothing.
I'm going to have to speak to your father about that.
It's really impressive.
What's that?
I got socks.
You got socks. All right, Jeff got socks.
Dad. Dad.
All right, so you're going to sing a little Hanukah, oh Hanukah. Hanukah, oh Hanukah. Where is it? It's over here, right? Yeah, there it is. Table will give you a treat. Yeah, Hanukah. I do feel like I'm at a bar mitzvah when I do that. Right? It feels very bar mitzvah. Eve, how are we doing? How's the world?
Great.
How many people are on? 10, 20?
8.
8? Great. We're gonna do it. I have a little dream, but we're going to do it in a new way. Well, not too new. But Gerald's going to play through it. So here we go. Do you know that Hanukah does not appear in the Torah? Did you know that? You knew that, right? Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's not in the Old Testament. It took the Talmud to come up with Hanukah, and also in the Christian. Well, we have all these books called the Apocrypha, which are not adopted. They're not canonized in the Jewish community. And there's the book of Maccabees, 1 and 2, and in there is the story of Hanukah in there. But also the Talmud. The rabbis discussed Hanukah. They talked about it. So there you go. So it's not really. Was never really meant to be a big thing. We made it a little bit bigger because. Why do you think we made it bigger? Any ideas? What? Because of Christmas? We just had a big conversation about this with some of my students, and some people feel that Hanukkah is this is ridiculous. We shouldn't be doing this. That it's why compete with Hanukkah and with Christmas, you know? But my point of view is that we had about 50 reservations for tonight, so you see how people don't come out for stuff, you know. So if they will come out for something, for Hanukkah lighting or anything like that, I think we should totally celebrate it.
Well, if it were closer to Christmas, they would have made a bigger deal about it. When it falls around the same time as Christmas,
yeah,
the media really takes care of it. When it falls so early like this, it's
now we had Hanukah, Thanksgiving.
76,000 years we have to wait.
We have to, Jeff, give me a call. Give me a call in front of that.
I think we'll be decomposing.
Yes. Well, you will be. I'm going to be here saying it.
Then Kwanzaa borrows from Hanukkah because they light candles.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Kwanzaa.
Yes.
The Black Christmas or whatever it is, borrows from Hanukkah because they light 7 or 8 candles. It's the same thing.
Cool. Maybe we borrowed from them.
No.
You never know.
No, that was
It's very recent.
Okay.
I think Kwanzaa only goes back about 30 or 40 years.
What?
The best Thanksgiving thing that I heard,
Yeah.
all the hoopla and the turkey menorahs, was that it's easy, like we've had hundreds and hundreds of years of the mashup of Christmas and Hanukkah. But what are you going to say to make Hanukkah and Thanksgiving the same? And well, because they're both celebrations of an invader coming and what the indigenous people did. Like, you don't see a whole lot of Indians in Plymouth anymore, but
Unfortunately, yeah.
it was an indigenous people throwing out the invader that was celebrating.
We probably might have gone too far with those indigenous people. You know.
George Carlin used to say, I celebrated Thanksgiving traditionally this year. Invited a whole bunch of people over, had a great party, and I killed them all and took their land.
Right. That's pretty much what happened. But on another note, now we're going to light the yeah. All right. So what I would like to do is I would like to invite. We have more than 8 people, right? Okay.
Mary's birthday.
Mary. Oh, it's Mary's birthday. Mary, why don't you come up? And Barbara, would you come up? Okay. And Marcia, why don't you come up? Come on. Yeah. Come right up here. Come right up here. Marcia. And come on up. Steve. Yeah. Steve. All right, great. So we have 2 ladies and 3 ladies, 1 guy. Well, that's good. We're represented. All right. So here we go. You're each going to get to read 2 paragraphs, and then I want you to light 2 candles. First of all, let's have somebody. Nancy, light the shamash. Come on up and light the shamash.
By the way,
No, you're not. Really? Okay. So the shamash is the middle one. That's the helper candle. Yeah, that one. So give that a turn. Wow, that was great. Unbelievable. All right. So, Mary, you're going to start off. You're going to read 1 and 2, and then I want you to light those 2 candles. We're now going to hear briefly the story of Hanukah. Here, take this microphone. Here, go ahead and read that. First 2 paragraphs. All right? Antiochus. This is the hard one. Okay? Yeah. Barbara, I'm not done with you.
No, I have to just
Okay.
Until King Antiochus ruled, the Syrian rulers of Israel had allowed the Jews to follow their own religion. But Antiochus forbade them to keep the laws of the Torah, such as observing the Sabbath. He put Greek idols in the temple and put on the menorah, the special light that burned in the temple, symbolizing for the Jews the presence of God.
Is that 1 and 2? Excellent. Well done. Turn 2 candles. Those. Well, is it my left or is it your left? Okay, good. Whatever. Those first 2. Now, Barbara, will you read 2 paragraphs for us? Okay. Don't drop my iPad. And you hold the mic.
So it's 3?
3 and 4, yeah.
Anyone who refused to obey was a lot of trouble, even killed. But a man called Matthias and his sons rebelled against the Syrians and fled to the hills to be joined by other Jews who wished to keep their faith. When Matthias died, his son Judah and his 4 brothers formed an army.
Excellent. So now will you turn 2 more candles? Yeah. The other way. Yeah. There you go. 1 more. Excellent. All right, Steve. Why don't you read 2? You're going to read 5 and 6.
After 3 years of fighting.
Give him the mic.
Oh, yeah. After 3 years of fighting, although the Jews were greatly outmaneuvered, they won the battle and were successful in driving the Syrians out of Israel and reclaiming the temple in Jerusalem. Their temple had to be rededicated, and according to legend, only 1 jar of sacramental oil was found, enough for 1 day.
There you go. So now, 2 candles for you, and Marcia's got the last 2 paragraphs. Thank you. Okay. Marcia's going to do the last 2. Is there 7 and 8 on there? Should be, right? You have to turn the page. You just slide your finger to turn the page. Slide it across. Yeah. Let me see. 6 here. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
There you go. 7 and 8. All right.
Miraculously, the oil burned for 8 days. Thus, the 8 days of Hanukkah. Hanukkah is also referred to as the Festival of Lights, and it lasts 8 days, the time it would have taken to prepare kosher and sanctified oil. Please rise and join us in singing the blessings for lighting the candle.
Excellent. I need that back. Thank you, Marcia. Please rise, and everybody.
Oh boy.
Let's light. There you go. All right. So we're gonna open that. Take it, Marcia. So while you're standing, we're gonna play through the Hanukkah blessings, each one, and then Gerald's gonna play it. and then we're going to sing together. So you can, while we're doing this, you can find it. All right? So, don't sing it yet. Let us play.